How's it going, guys? And here back again with more of the BT9 set review, as we're gonna be talking about the last few cards of the set, which I believe is that we're just gonna be talking about the tamers, as well as we're just talking about the options today. My bad. In the last episode, we did talk about all of the tamers, but in this time around, for the very last video, we're gonna be talking about all of the options plus the two secret rares of the set, which are going to be super powerful and pretty much going to be very much meta defining as of right now. So if you guys are excited and want to show your support, make sure to leave a like down below. It really does help us out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you can. That'll be really helpful, as this is going out pretty much the day of release, so we are right on the we're right on the dot for when we need to do this. As we're gonna start off with the options. The first option that we're going to be talking about is Flare Rock Soul. We finally got the complete translation for all the cards, so that's also really nice. Flare Rock Soul is a 3-cost red option with the main effect of delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. Then you may Digivolve one of your Digimons into a Digimon card with Shoutmon in its name from your hand for its Digivolution cost, giving Shoutmon another way of deleting stuff off the board, as well as just you can pretty much do two things at once, but you're gonna be paying the 3 costs for this, as well as the devolution cost for the Shoutmon. So you can go into the Shoutmon the X, and because it has Blitz, you are able to still attack that turn. Well, even though it's going to be your opponent's turn, you can still attack, so that's really good. I don't know how I feel about this card. I think that the Shaman deck still not gonna do as much, but now they have their own option, so that's cool. And the secret effect is you delete one of your opponent's 5,000 or less DP. That's not even that bad. The 5,000 is a little low, but it's not bad. We have Atomic Megalo Blaster, pretty much Atomic Blaster on crack, I guess. For 6 costs. Is a red option. The main effect is choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 10k or less and delete them. So Atomic Blaster on crack, pretty much, because Atomic Blaster is only 8k. This is 10k, so you're able to get a little more bang for your buck for 1 extra cost, so that's not even bad. For the extra 2,000 DP, that's not bad at all. And the secret effect is you activate this card's main effect. Not bad. 6 costs is a lot. 5 for the Atomic Blaster is always really good, but 8,000 to 10,000, I gotta see what the meta has for it, but you might as well just run the regular Atomic Blaster. You can probably hit one more thing with this one, Atomic Megalo Blaster. Probably hit one more thing with it. Gaia Force 0. This is just the Gaia Force on crack, pretty much. When you use this card, if you have a Digimon with X antibody, which I believe that is the option card, in its sources in play, reduce the memory cost by 2, so it becomes a 6-cost Gaia Force. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 13,000 or less DP. Then one of your Digimon with Greymon in its name may attack your opponents. Okay, so you still have to abide by the if it doesn't have rush, it can attack the turn that it got played. It can only attack your opponent. So if it's already suspended, you cannot unsuspend to attack, because you have to suspend to attack. So you have to get one of your Greymons that is unsuspended to attack your opponent. And 13,000 DP. It's still a very high threshold. It's not Gaia Force where you just delete one thing, but it's still actually not bad for 6 costs, I guess. It's pretty much you get to delete something and then you give your guy Blitz, in my eyes, so that's not bad at all. And the secret attack is a Gaia Force, which you just delete one of your opponent's Digimon, so that's still really good. So it's decent in hand. In the security, it's just a Gaia Force, so that's cool. Startling Thunder, a blue option for 4 cost. During your main, you can return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to your owner's hand. Okay, so a bounce effect for level 4. 4 cost is a little high though. Then if you have a Digimon with Jellymon in its name or with Jellymon in its sources, return one of your opponent's tamers to see the fact that you get to return tamers. I think this just makes it a little bit better. For 4 costs, that's actually really good. If it was just the first part, it wouldn't be as good. But being able to return an opponent's tamer, bringing up, especially if it's a memory tamer, having them to play that again, especially if you're playing against hybrids, having them to play those tamers again does set them back. It slows them down in their own tempo. And blue is a very tempo heavy deck. And the security effect is that you get to activate the main effect. That's still really good. You get to do it for free. And if you do have a Jellymon, which I believe Blue Hybrid is now adapting the Blue Jellymon from this set as one of their level 3s, so that can be really helpful. So that's actually not bad. It's not a bad card. 4 costs, I think it's a lot, but I think 3 would have been way too busted for it. Metal Storm, a card that I think is really, really good. For 7 costs, when you use this card, if you have a Digimon with X antibody in its sources, reduce the memory cost by 2. Pretty much, we have the Gaia Force and the Cactus Breath just buffed up a bit. And if you have X antibody as a source, is reduced by 2, so it could become 5. So that's not bad. It becomes a Rattlestar. Return one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon to the owner's hand. Then unsuspend one of your Digimon with Garurumon in its name. Still really, really good, especially if it hits in the security and you already blocked with your Metal Garurumon X. You're able to just unsuspend it and you have blocker again. So that's actually pretty cool. Don't know if this makes the list, but if you don't want to run Breath or whatever the V-Star Blaster, whichever it is for the All Force structure deck, the one that you can bounce back at level 6, this kind of works exactly like it, but for 1 more, but you get to unsuspend one of your Garurumons. So that's really good. Awakening of the Golden Knight, I believe it's what boosts this. It boosts armors a lot, being able to do a lot for. Look at that brick of. There's so much writing in this one card. Oh my goodness! For 3 costs, it's a yellow card. For 3 costs, it's yellow. While you have a Digimon with armor form in its trait, which oftentimes you're going to since you're playing armors, you may use this card without meeting the color requirement. That's already really good, because a lot of times you're not gonna be in yellow when you're playing in this card in armors. But you may Digivolve one of your Digimon with armor form in its trait into a Digimon with Magnamon in its name from in your hand, ignoring the Digivolution requirements and without paying the memory cost, making both of the Magnamons, which cost 4, cost 0, or just cost 3 because the option it costs 3 already. This does include the regular Magnamon as well as the Magnamon X, so you can turn your armors into Magnamon or the Magnamon X, which is really, really clutch for only 3 memory. The Digimon that Digivolve with this effect can have its DP reduced by your opponent's effects until the end of your opponent's turn. So when you do this, your opponent can go Wyvern's Breath, can go anything. If they're playing yellow, you're pretty much like, ha, I get to do this for free. So that's really good. And the security effect is return one of card with the Magnamon in its name from your trash to your hand and add this card to your hand. The fact that you have to add this card back to your hand, it's really, really good. Like Awakening the Golden Knight, I believe, is such a power creep card that does so much work for the like Armor Rush deck, and I think it's going to see a lot of success just because of this one card. Do we run it at 3? Do we run it at 2? I don't know, but the card's just really, really good already. Sunrise Blaster is a incredible dual color card, yellow and red, for 5 costs. The main effect is you may play a yellow or red tamer from your hand without paying the memory cost. That's already good as it is. We have that in I forgot what was the one in BT4 that does that like already for free. Then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 for the turn for each yellow and or red tamer you have in play. You already have a Shangreymon effect in an option card now. It's an option card for Shangreymon. You're literally making Shangreymon like option, but you get to play a yellow or a red tamer from your hand without paying the memory cost. So you're able to play TK, still get the ability, the on-play effect of TK, and you still snipe like something for 3k each time. That is such an amazing card, and I think that this is such a slept-on card, and I cannot wait to play with this just to see how it works. And the security effect is you just activate the main effect. Grandy Scissors. For 4 costs, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then unsuspend one of your Digimon with Insecto in its trait, and it may attack your opponent's Digimon. That's really good, being able to just outright attack. It is 4 costs, but you can just attack right away, so that's already really good. It works like a lot of the green cards, like Needle Spray and the Flower Cannon, but you just added the effect that you're able to unsuspend your guy to attack again. So that is strong. That's a very sneaky card. And the security effect is that you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, giving it that the Samadhi Santi effect as a security. I think is super clutch. Next we have another green card, Ground Fang, for 8 costs. Jeez, 8 costs is a lot. The only thing we ever pay for 8 costs is for like a Gaia Force or like a Ultimate Blaster and Ultimate Blaster, I think it is, or the one black card that digivolts for and deletes all of the 3 play costs. I can't remember the name right now. So the main effect for 8 costs, you may return one of your opponent's suspended a Digimon and one of their suspended tamers to the bottom of their deck. For 8 costs, you get to remove 2 things that is suspended. I don't think for 8 costs that's worth. I think that's a lot. That's a lot of memory for just to spot remove 2 things. I don't know. To the bottom of the deck, it's strong, but I don't think, like, probably 6. It'll be worth it, especially in green. I think 6 would be worth it, but for 8, I think that's a lot. The security effect is to activate the main effect, which I think is really good. But returning one of the opponent's suspended Digimon and one of their like suspended tamers to the bottom of the deck, getting rid of only 2 things for 8 costs, I don't think it's worth it. Like Gaia Force just outright kills something for 8, which is super strong. I don't know. I think 8 is a lot for that. 8 is a lot. I don't know. Our first black option card is Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon. We're making Gate Guardian with this with this card. I really want to try this deck out. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this deck. For 0 play cost, that's actually clutch. You may trash 1 card with Cyborg or Machine in this trait in your hand. You have all of your level 6 with Machine in their trait gain Rush. And on play, if this Digimon has a Digivolution card, Blitz for the turn. So it gives Rush and Blitz to one of your big guys that you can just hard play. Okay, I think that's really cool. I don't know how good this deck is gonna be, but I think that's really cool. Plus, it's a blanket effect, so every time that you hard play something, it's free, I guess. And the security effect is that you may trash 1 Digimon card with Cyborg or Machine in its trait in your hand and delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose play cost is less than or equal to the trash card. Okay, so you lose a security because this was like checked in the security, and you can discard a card that has a like Cyborg or Machine, and because it's gonna be one of the big guys, you're able to just spot remove something, which I think is actually really good. Black doesn't have that much draw power. Now it is starting to get a lot of draw power, but I think this is gonna be a really cool, interesting deck to play, and I can't wait to try it out. Is it gonna be good? Most likely not. Am I excited for it? Absolutely. Congo, which I believe in the last video I messed up and called this something else. But Congo, I think, is such a busted card. 2 costs for a black option. Until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's like Digimon with play cost 7 or less can't attack players. That's already really, really good. It's a blanket effect, so like Ice Wall, so like Holy Flame. Like these 7 costs, so hybrids are no longer good. A lot of the meta is either 7 costs or less, so they cannot they rush you down. For the Congo, if the green OTK like hits this in the security, they no longer have like OTK on board because they often win with just a Goblinmon or like a rookie for game. They no longer have this, and if they can't even go like hybrid for game either way because of this card like specifically. So the Congo is just busted. It's so good. It stops OTKs, which is amazing. Also, cards can't be added to security stacks by your opponent's effect. This hard stops Mastamon. This specific card just hard stops like Mastamon from what they're doing, because they can no longer go like Mastamon, add a card back and play something else. They can no longer add the card back to the security, but they have to place. But they have the option, I believe, to play a card from their security. But they can't attack with it because they don't have rush. But also, the Congo just stops them from recovering anymore. So that's just really strong. And the security effect is to activate the main effect, which is only a 2-cost option. Only it being 2 costs, you can choke your opponent out so easily with this card. It's insane. This is such a great card for black. We have another black option, which I haven't seen before yet. X Digivolution for 3 costs. While you have a Digimon with X in the body and is straight in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. So you can use it for any of the air quotes on like X in the body cards. During the main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may Digivolve one of your like Digimon into a Digimon card with X in the body in its trait among them without paying the memory cost. Trash the rest. Then place 1 card with X in the body in its trait from your trash under one of your like Digimon with X in the body in its trait at the bottom source. Okay, a lot of text there, but it's pretty much just you look at the top 3, add in like Digivolve into a like X into body without paying the cost, which it has to meet the proper requirements. You trash the rest. This is good for the purple black Dexterugamon, and then you can just put like something with like X in the body from your trash. Doesn't matter if it's from the top 3 like that you milled or like anything from way before. Put it as a bottom source. So black now has their graveyard as an actual hand, which is really good. And the security effect is that you may reveal the top 3 cards from your deck, add 1 card with X in the body and its trait among them, and put them to your hand. Then you trash the rest. Even in security, this card is still really good because you are able to still get a card back to your hand even though it got hit in the security. So I think that's just amazing. Plus you fill your graveyard your graveyard art. Your graveyard up. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Another black option, Soul Digitalization. That's gonna be hard to say again. Soul Digitalization. A cost of 5. Main effect. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Okay, again the top 3. Choose 1 Digimon card with X in the body and its trait among them, and delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose play cost is less than or equal to the chosen card's play cost. Okay, so spot removal for 5. Kind of risky because you can just hit like all options or like all like low play costs. Trash the reveal cards. Okay, then place 1 card with X in the body in its trait from your trash under one of your like Digimon with X in the body in its trait at the bottom of its Digivolution card. Okay, so you reveal the top 3, you spot remove something, then you put a source underneath from your trash. Cool, that's fine. And then as a security effect, you get to do the main effect for 5 cost. A little much, but it is also spot removal, so I can see it. I don't think it's gonna be that great. I don't know. I don't play like a, that like archetype. I only know that Congo is busted. Def X Digivolution. So we have X antibody and we have Def X. Okay. It's a 0 play cost. Def X Digivolution. While you have a Digimon with X antibody in this trait in play, you may use this card without meeting its requirements. Okay. Main effect. You may Digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card with Dex or Def X in its name from your trash for its memory cost. Okay, so kind of like it works like Mass Change, but you're using your trash. And Purple normally likes to mill their deck out, so you're able to use your graveyard as your hand, and this just makes it so much better. And the security effect is just to add this card to your hand, which is still really good, because then you still can play it next turn. And I think this card is actually really good. This card is actually really, really good. Being able to just Digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card with Dex or Def X in its name, which I believe it's going to be the secret rare. It's just really good already, and it play costs like 0, so you're able to just freely Digivolve into this. So that's cool. Metal Impulse, purple and black card. Okay, 6 costs. You're already purple and black, so having the high cost I think is kind of much, but okay. Main effect: trash the top 3 cards of your hand. For each card trashed by this effect, Digivolve one of your opponent's Digivolve. That's really good, actually. Hold up. Trash the top 3 cards of your trash up to 3 cards in your hand. Oh wait, no, that's bad. Hold up, I thought it's a deck for a second. Trash up to 3 cards in your hand. That's actually bad. For each card trashed by this effect, Digivolve one of your opponents. So you have to get rid of your hand to do that's horrible. No, like you get your key pieces out of your hand so you can just throw them down, but I don't know, that's a little much. Then delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Okay, I guess, like you're giving up your hand, so hand advantage is not there anymore, but like you really don't care because you use your graveyard as your hands. I don't know. That's a little sketch for me. I don't know. I have to see it in action to be able to really see this, but you can Digivolve 3, so that's not bad. For each card trashed by the effect, one of your so you gain that effect. Eye of the Gorgon, an 8 cost, so hefty. Oh my god, 8 cost purple option. Main effect: delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon, so Trump Sword, but for 1 more. If you do, you may play 1 purple level 3 card from your trash without paying this memory. Okay, so Trump Sword, and oh, I haven't played this card in like forever. The 2-drop that brings back the level 3. I don't remember the name right now because I haven't played that card in like forever. And the on-play effects of the Digimon play does not activate. Kind of glad they didn't make it 7 cost, because then you will be able to play this in Beelstarmon, which I kind of get why it was 8 cost, because it does a little more than Trump Sword, but I don't think it's that good. I don't know. And the secret effect is that you can activate the main effect. Okay. I'm okay with this. It's not bad. 8 cost is a lot. You really don't want to pay 8 cost to be able to just delete one thing and then bring something else out. But if you get a good purple Digimon, you might be able to do something with it. I don't know just yet. You don't get the on play, which is fine. It's fair. X Antibody, the big bad card of the whole set. X Antibody is the option card that every air quotes like X Antibody deck in every color needs to have in their deck. For 0 play cost, while you have a Digimon in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. This card can actually help you out in the Mother D Reaper as well as a source, since all of your guys don't care about how many sources it has, as long as it doesn't care if it's a searcher, as long as it has a source. So you can play this without meeting the color requirement, which is great. In the security, you gain 1 memory and add this card to your hand. Mini Hammer Spark, I guess. Still really good. Main effect, place this card under one of your Digimon without like extra body in its devolution cards as a bottom devolution card. Okay. So you can only put one on like X in the body underneath something. That's pretty much what it's pretty much saying. You just can't have two Digimon with X into the body. That's pretty much what it means. During all turns, effects can't trash like X in the body in this sources. So the original blue hybrid plan does not work with this. And when attacking, if this Digimon can like digivolve into a Digimon card with X in the body in its trait, this Digimon can digivolve into a Digimon card with X antibody in its trait in your hand for its cost. So you can go from the Garurumon to the Were Garurumon X antibody, and so on and so forth. As long as it is an X antibody, you can when you attack to it. Plus, it is also not once per turn, so every time you swing, you can just do this. So that's great. X program, 8 cost. While you have a Digimon with Dex or Def X in this name in play, you can use this card without meeting the color requirement. All of your purple black cards are going to be Def X. I'm slowly getting interested in like in the Dex and the Def X cards. I don't know, they looking kind of good. The main effect, delete one a Digimon without X antibody in its trait. Okay. Oh, you just delete something without X antibody, which is this card in its trait. So you can just spot remove as long as it doesn't have that one card in its trait. That's cool. If there is 3 or more like Digimon in play, delete all Digimon without X antibody in their trait instead. Oh no, X antibody in its trait. Whoops. Anything like no, not that guy. Like the Dex, like the Greymon, like the Garurumon X, as long as they have X antibody in the trait, it doesn't get deleted. So this is just a board wipe for anything that's not X antibody, so that's cool. And the security effect, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon without X antibody in their trait. So really bad against black, against like Alphamon, because everything is on like an X antibody, but deletes everything that isn't X antibody. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Alphamon or Ryuken, one of these secret rares, and what makes like Alphamon super good. Well, it makes it even better than what it already is right now. 16,000 DP already busted. 16,000, that's huge. 15 play cost, still huge. 7 to go on top of level 6. You ain't never doing that, because you can digivolve from an Alphamon with Oriumon as a source, which a lot of times you're going to, especially nowadays. When digivolving, delete all of your opponent's like Digimon with the highest play cost. Your boss monster is gone because of this. Pretty much it. When you digivolve, your boss monster gone. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. It's just gone. At the end of your turn, this is what makes it so dumb. At the end of your turn, once per turn, you may return up to 7 non-Digi-Egg cards with X antibody in their traits from this Digimon's sources to the bottom of your deck in any order. If you do, gain 1 memory for each card returned. So in theory, this is a huge stack. No matter what. Like, you just put cards underneath non-stop. You are one big stack body. You go into like Alphamon. At the end of your turn, get rid of your whole stack. Okay. You get rid of your whole stack, like up to 7, you gain the 7 memory back. It's still your turn. This thing's stupid. This thing's so dumb. I don't know. This is just unnecessarily good. Unnecessarily good. You get an extra turn pretty much in Digimon. Like, that's busted. And another thing that's really busted, one of the cards that I so hope that I pull, because I'm so excited for this card, Def X-Mon. Def X-Mon is beautiful. It does get hit a lot by like a lot of things, but Def X-Mon, 15k DP, not even as bad as 16k. 15k DP, 20 play cost, doesn't matter. Just like Reaper, doesn't matter. 6 to put it on a level 6, black or purple, still really good. When you would play this card, reduce its memory cost by 3 for each Digimon and Tamer your opponent has in play. If they have Tamers, reduce it by 3. If they have Digimon, reduce it by 3 times the amount. This thing can be put down for free if you can. If they overextend and they don't think you have it in your hand, you could play this for free. Amazing. So good. Oh, by the way, on play and when you Digivolve, Digivolve 1 to all of your opponents Digimon. All of them. All of them. This is a power craft Ultra S. Like and I used to love like Omnimon, like Ultra S. I used to love them. But this thing's like beyond that. You Digivolve all of your opponents like Digimon, all of them, then deletes all of your opponents level 4 or lower Digimon. This is a board wipe. This is an unnecessarily good board wipe. And if that's not the end, if that's not already good enough, at the end of your opponent's turn, once per turn, delete all of your opponent's like Digimon with the lowest play cost. They have to put something on board to sacrifice to this, or else they lose their boss monster. That is so good. This card is insane, and I cannot wait to see it in action. It is a purple and a black card. So good. I cannot wait to play with this. I cannot wait to see how it does. In the old art, it's just insane. It looks like a giant skyscraper. I don't know. I love it. But that is the end of BT9 like set review. We are completely we have completely like power crap the hell out of this game, and I'm excited to see what comes out of the set. We have a lot of OTK decks and a lot of interesting decks, and I think that this is going to be a really fun like format. I believe that we're gonna have very unique decks coming up. There's a lot of decks I do want to try out, and let me know what is your favorite card / deck from this whole set in the comments down below, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Oh, it's Kiyoshiro. I was thinking of Christopher. I don't know why. He's the other. He's from like another. He is from another set, but we have. I'm really excited to play with Cool Boy. I'm really excited to play with the with the Magnamon X. I want try the Megarumon X antibody. I think that the Rice Greymon X antibody is really good. Let me know what you guys think on that. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Hope you guys enjoy BT9 like alongside me, and I hope to have more videos up for you guys in the coming weeks. Until next time, guys. Bye.